Good morning. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. A cappellas, our new group, will be singing O Canada this morning. Please be seated. Good morning. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the 106th Convocation of the University of Waterloo. This is our 106th Convocation. A great day for everybody. The Chancellor of our university, who is the ceremonial head of the university, is Mr. Prem Watsa. Unfortunately, he is unable to join us today, and he sent his sincere regrets that he couldn't be with us this morning. However, he also asked me to pass his best wishes and congratulations to our graduating class this morning. As President and Vice Chancellor, I will try to fulfill the Chancellor's responsibilities today in addition to my own. Here at Waterloo, each convocation is a celebration of the achievements of our graduates. And this morning we celebrate with those graduates in the Faculty of Applied Health Sciences. On behalf of the Board of Governors and Senate of the University, let me express our congratulations and best wishes to all who will graduate this morning. Please savor every moment of today's ceremony and the celebrations to follow with your family and friends. I offer a special welcome to those family members and guests with us today. Your presence is a sure sign of your devotion to these graduates. We will begin with the conferring of honorary degrees and titles on individuals who have distinguished themselves in the academy. We will then confer bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees. Finally, medals will be awarded to graduating students who have excelled in their studies. The proceedings will take approximately 2 hours, or maybe a little less than 2 hours this morning. And we ask you to remain in your places until convocation is adjourned and the academic procession has left the convocation hall. As we begin, I offer you my own congratulations. We've been waiting for you. Now it's my pleasure to invite Professor Susan Elliott, Dean of our Faculty of Applied Sciences, to the podium.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, I present Jean Chamberlain Froese. Over 500,000 women die each year from complications during childbirth. Dr. Jean Chamberlain-Froese, or Dr. Jean as she's known around the world, advocates for the rights of these women and children. She is an internationally recognized leader in the field of maternal and child health who fights tirelessly for maternal health around the globe. As founder and executive director of Save the Mothers International, and having launched the university-based Masters of Public Health Leadership program at Uganda Christian University, she has achieved significant advances for the rights and health of women and children. Dr. Jean is an obstetrician-gynecologist who has worked in impoverished countries around the world, where she confronted the everyday tragedies of mothers dying from preventable causes. She has dedicated her life to making pregnancy and delivery safer in the developing world, and to changing attitudes in places where, on average, 17 women die every day during childbirth. She lives in Uganda with her family 8 months of the year, and spends 4 months in Canada advocating for safe motherhood while teaching and working clinically at McMaster University in Hamilton. She is the award-winning author of Where Have All the Mothers Gone? And her work has earned several awards, including the 2006 International Community Service Award for her outstanding contribution to the health of mothers around the world. For her courage and dedication in alleviating human suffering, she was honored with the Teasdale-Cordy Humanitarian Award from the Royal College of Physicians and Surgeons of Canada. For championing the cause of saving mothers who die from childbirth every year, she received the prestigious Prix d'Excellence Award from the Canadian Council for the Advancement of Education. Most recently, she was awarded the Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal for her outstanding achievements in maternal health in the developing world. Mr. Vice Chancellor, in recognition of her dedication, her courage, and her tireless efforts towards maternal and child health around the globe, I request that you confer the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, upon Jean Chamberlain-Froese. Dr. Jean will now address Convocation.
Well, good morning. Thank you so much for the honor of this Doctor of Laws degree, Mr. Chancellor, President Hamdulapur, graduates, parents, and honored guests. I receive this honor in memory of the 500,000 mothers and 4 million babies who die as a result of unsafe motherhood around the world. It has been my privilege to be part of the voices who have begun to raise global attention and support to save some of these vulnerable mothers and their babies. Today, they are true heroes around the globe, the mothers who die every day doing something as natural as bringing life into this world. Thank you so much for the privilege of sharing this day with each one of you. I'm grateful to the many people who have been part of me being here, colleagues from the University of Waterloo, as well as colleagues from McMaster University and the Uganda Christian University, including Dr. Edward Kinyesigye, who is here today with us from Uganda. Welcome, Dr. Kinyesigye. All of these people who have played an important role in my international work. In particular, I would like to acknowledge Dean Susan Elliott and her faculty and staff in the Applied Sciences for this honor and the strong support that they have been both to me as well as to the Save the Mothers program at the Uganda Christian University. Like many of you graduates, I'm grateful for close friends, my parents, sisters, and brothers who have been my cheerleaders for the 12 years of my own university education. Of course, I want to say a very special thank you to my supportive journalist husband, Thomas Froese, and our 3 young children, Elizabeth, Jonathan, and Hannah. They're all right there waving at me this morning. They're very much part of me living out the dream that I have had, and that is to work with mothers and their babies in the developing world. Dreams are why we're here today. Dreams are the bridge between the present and the future. It was the dream of people like Gerald Hagee, Ira Nettles, and Reverend Cornelius Siegfried some 56 years ago to start this innovative university. And it was your dream, graduates, that led you to start your education at this university and see it through to this day. I think of the dream of a young African man where I live and work who completed his master's in public health leadership with the Save the Mothers program at the Uganda Christian University. His name is Ivan. His dream is that no mother or child should die in his community. He is the mayor of 50,000 people in rural Uganda. I remember standing with him on the day as a casket of a dear Ugandan mother was hoisted above our heads. She died delivering her 9th baby. But using his education and influence in his community, Ivan began dreaming of the day when mothers and babies would no longer perish of preventable pregnancy complications. Through his studies, he learned that in his country of Uganda, with the same population as Canada, at least 6,000 mothers die every year of pregnancy complications. To give you a perspective, in Canada, in any given year, about a dozen mothers will die, compared to 6,000. By using Ivan's political power and business connections, he has since built a new maternity center in his region, before where women had to travel miles to get medical care, often a distance that was deadly, as in Fatma's case, when she had no money to pay for the bus. I can assure you there's no 911 in that part of the world. But Ivan, he had a dream, and he continues to work to ensure that women are cared for and protected, even starting a program to protect Ugandan mothers from violence in their home, an all too accepted part of that rural culture. Ivan is living the Save the Mothers dream. And in fact, in the last 8 years since the Save the Mothers program started, more than 250 Indigenous leaders have been trained as safe motherhood advocates in East Africa to bring about lasting change in their communities. You might ask, what can I do to make a difference? Well, I'd encourage you to think about a saying that I recently heard. All great missions start in hobbit holes. Of course, it refers to Tolkien's book and movie The Hobbit, where the home-loving hobbit involuntarily hosts a party for a band of dwarfs. The challenge is put forward by Gandalf to reclaim the Lonely Mountain from the dragon. By the end of the evening, the hobbit, who was previously just living in his little home filled with his mother's antique dishes, has taken on this great mission to serve in the expedition. He caught the vision. The lesson was that the greatest of missions often has simple beginnings. They start in hobbit holes. Well, we're in the present today, and as former president of Norway said, dreams are the bridge between the present and the future. Your dream is that bridge that will take you to your future. What will that future look like? Many of you will have heard the great dream of someone like Martin Luther King. I have a dream that one day all men will be free. King's dream was part of the bridge that led to the future as we now know it. One where Martin Luther King's dream is more fully realized, though not yet perfect. What is your dream? I don't doubt that the dreams of these graduates in this room are limitless, but let me encourage you that though your potential is limitless, the most fulfilling dreams is to improve the lives of those who are vulnerable, who can't speak for themselves, to look into the eyes of those whom you have helped, who can never repay you, but simply say, "Thank you, Mayor Ivan, for protecting me and saving my life." There can't be a greater feeling in the world. And as I reflect in the 21st century that women die from easily preventable complications of pregnancy, it's only unbelievable. It is the ultimate call for justice in response to the biblical proverb, "Speak for those who have no voice, the rights of all who are destitute." And who is more destitute than a mother who in our generation with all of its marvelous technology and medical advances, the mother who bleeds to death after delivering her baby on the floor of her hut, with no one to care for her as she brings life into our world. But the dream to move from where we presently are to where we should be, and that includes the basic human rights of the most vulnerable on our globe, it takes commitment, endurance, and especially new and creative thinking, an important foundation to the success of this university, and I think also to the success of the Save the Mothers program, where we're training non-medical professionals such as politicians, journalists, social scientists, religious leaders, and teachers to be advocates for changing culture and systems to bring a safer environment for mothers and their babies in East Africa. Today is a day that you dream and fly above the clouds. You get the big perspective. But it's also a day of putting one foot in front of the other, of keeping your feet on the ground on the journey and moving towards the destination. Above the clouds, we think about the future. How do I make my dream a reality on the ground? It comes by working hard and working together in various partnerships to make that dream a reality. Let the vision that you have today, even if it's simply in a hobbit hole, become the bridge to a better future for those you love and for those whose lives you may never meet, but whose life you have changed forever. Thank you very much.
Dr. Chamberlain-Froese, or Dr. Jean, congratulations, and thank you very much for those inspiring words, and welcome to becoming a member of Waterloo's distinguished alumni. Would members of the graduating class please stand? Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I present those scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate and the University that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University, I hereby admit you to your various and several degrees, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertain.
You may now sit down. Thank you. I now ask Kinshuk Kumar to come to this podium to deliver the valedictory address.
Good morning, Mr. Vice Chancellor, members of Convocation, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It is truly a privilege to stand before you today. A few weeks ago, I was at a conference where the theme was chasing home. The conference focused on how home could be a place or a feeling. And it made me reflect on how, in many ways, the University of Waterloo has been home for us for the past few years. Co-op or the summer months may have taken us away for a term or two, but eventually we made our way back to Waterloo. And, well, to BMH. The lounge, really, because most of us didn't actually have classes there for the first few years. But it didn't matter. Waterloo and BMH were home base for us. And for the first time since our arrival, we won't be coming back to this place that has become such a big part of us. And what a strange feeling that is. It wasn't always this way. Do you remember when you first started here at our university? Do you remember your first day here at Waterloo? Moving into residence, saying your goodbyes, or good riddances, and rushing into a crowd of 6,000 people onto Village 1 Green, introducing yourself to random strangers. What a strange place campus seemed to be. As we made our way around during orientation week, we met some of our closest friends, played a lot of ultimate frisbee, learned all about our programs, ate lots of free food, and most importantly, learned how to dodge the geese and their poop, especially on BMH Green. Slowly, this campus, the libraries, BMH Lounge, Tim Hortons, and all-nighters in BMH Lounge or the library drinking Tim Hortons became an inherent part of us. They became home. And just when we thought we had it all figured out, there was always something new coming our way. Do you remember when our lounge still had windows? Do you remember our old fishbowl? Do you remember our old logo? How about when ACE was a thing? Every term we came back to campus, there was always something new going on. Always a new building popping up somewhere on campus. More often than not, those changes were uncomfortable. We were used to things the way they were. Not every change we have faced has been perfect, but the point is that we were forced to step out of our comfort zone each time around. As frustrating and scary as that is, these changes have helped us grow and have shaped the people that we are today. And we couldn't have made it through these changes all alone. I'd like to take a moment to thank all those people in our lives who've continued to challenge and support us in our journey. We have been so privileged to have been taught by some of the best professors in the world. Thank you to your professors and mentors who have gone above and beyond their job descriptions and taught us what it truly means to think critically and for ourselves. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and enthusiasm with us, helping us to see the world from a different lens, and challenging us to continually become better people. Thank you to our parents and family members who have been by our side through all the ups and downs. Mom, I remember calling you, ranting for half an hour about how my stats coding assignment wasn't working. You had absolutely no idea what I was talking about, but you were there and you were listening. Thank you to all of our family for always being there and having faith in us, even when we didn't have faith in ourselves. I'd like you to take a moment now and take a look at the people around you. Take a look at the people to your left and to your right. Don't worry, I'm not asking who's going on to medical school. These people, who were once strangers, have grown to become our closest friends. Friends who have been our GPSs when we were lost and our primary go-to people. Those all-nighters and late-night Tim's runs just wouldn't have been the same without you, nor will our memories of university. 5 years later, I still remember our 2 a.m. breakfast powwow in residence, but for the life of me, I cannot remember the exam I was studying for. Your support, encouragement, and shoulders to cry on have meant the world to us. To our friends from our hometowns, thank you. Thank you for supporting us as we moved away, made new friends, and grew up just a little. Thank you for being our rocks during times of transition. Transitions are a really interesting and reflective point in life. We're looking behind us and looking forward all at the same time. As we embark on our new journey and next steps, let's take some risks, get out there, and get exploring. We have been equipped with the skills, the knowledge, and the tools that we need to make an impact on the health and the well-being of individuals and society as a whole. To prevent illness and injury, to protect and promote healthy living, to optimize physical ability, and to improve well-being and quality of life. Our learning does not stop here. Our new experiences do not stop here. Let's continue to challenge ourselves and step outside of our comfort zones, both academically and personally. Because it's in those moments in which we challenge ourselves that the learning and the growth, magic, if you will, truly happens. And no matter where we end up, we will always have a place to call home right here at Waterloo, amidst the best people that we've come to know. And of course, the geese. Hey, Aussies! Congratulations, you made it!
Ginchuk, thank you very much for those encouraging words, and especially your comments about the significance of embracing change. We have just formally acknowledged the significant achievements of our graduates. And make no mistake, graduates, your achievements have been significant. You have been challenged. You have been stretched. You invested your time and effort in Waterloo. And if we have done our job correctly, you will see a significant return on your investment as you leave our campus. You have worked hard, tirelessly even, to make the financial sacrifices necessary to undertake your education. We hope it has been worth every penny. However, as I look around today, it is obvious that there are many spouses, partners, grandparents, parents, and other special people who are sharing in the achievement in our graduating class. In this age of online social networking, when connections can be forged far and wide, we should take the opportunity to remind ourselves of the most important social network of all, our families. Graduates, your family has played an important part in your education, from getting you off to a good start at a young age, in some cases helping to finance your education, to inspiring, encouraging, and consoling you for some time over the years, especially at exam time. For many of our students, particularly our international graduates, your families had to travel quite a distance to celebrate with you here today. For others, your family members were unable to be here. We feel their presence here today. Graduates, know that we at the University of Waterloo appreciate the family contributions and sacrifices that have been made so that you could study here. And so, at this time, I would like to call upon the parents, spouses, and families of the graduating class to rise. Graduates, please join me in applauding the support that they have given you over the years. You may sit down, please. If you would like to take photographs, you may do so in the area to the left of the platform. Please enter this area by going to the left side of the gym and down the hallway. If you approach this area just before your special graduate is about to proceed across the stage, you can then take pictures. And once you've taken your photographs, please return to your seat to allow others to take photographs of their graduates. Now, graduates, please show respect to your fellow classmates and their guests by returning to your seat after being hooded and remain there until convocation is adjourned. We will now proceed to the conferring of degrees. I now invite Susan Elliott, Dean, Faculty of Applied Health Sciences, to the podium.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, I present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Honors Recreation and Leisure Studies. Caitlin Anderson, Tara Sue Bishop, Allison Sarah Erb, Allison Hendry, Samantha Ann Quirent, Richard Paul LaBelle, Victoria Jade Lee, Bradley Lindian, Justine Nicole Lunt, Kaylee Rochelle McKinnon, Edward Main, Jeffrey McAlpine, Samantha Romani, Alana Ann Robinson, Mary Ann Marie Ward, Mr. Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Honors Recreation and Business. Ainsley Berenger, Stephen Richard Clendening, Lauren Rebecca Crawford, Bo Ran Han, who is also the recipient of the Faculty of Applied Health Sciences Award for Distinguished Academic Achievement. Alexandra Farley, Stephanie Diane Kessler, Julie Leeming, Julie Legg, Corey Alexander Moore, Marar Brett Ogston, Kyla May Radkowski, Brett Steele, Wing Ka Singh, Shania Johanna Vandertot, Monica Rose Boisin, Alexandra Colin Walker, Robert Watson, Madeline Elizabeth Ann Wendland, Kelly Diane Witzel, Mr. Vice Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Honors Recreation and Sport Business. Amber Caitlin Bray, Brian William Chatton, Eric Richard Hine, Michael Jonathan Coe, Amanda Mui, Simerdeep Singh Sidhu, Carolyn Smith. Mr. Vice Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Honors Therapeutic Recreation. Janine Nicole Bacalar, Katie Blanchard, Jacqueline Bonneville, Nicole Brittany Dove, Emma Margaret Gard, Lindsay Erin Gardhouse, Michael Riley Hardy, Mackenzie Grace Haskell, Orator Huang, Elena Evelyn Carley, Natalie Louise Kitts, Alexandra Elizabeth Lamb, Shayla Elizabeth LeBlanc, J. Frederick Liebner, Lindsay Ann Marsh, Amanda Marie Mass, Caitlin O'Donovan, Crystal Lynn Perry, Joel Ronald Reeves, Allison Shear, Candace Alexis Spaulding, Brooke Danielle Thompson, Justin Leonard Wilker, Emily Wirt, Ming Gan Yu, Hong Yu Yu, Mr. Vice Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts, Honors Tourism and Parks Management. Kylie Mondorf, Adam John Rook, Mr. Vice Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science, General Kinesiology 4-year. Sabrina Braithwaite, Joshua Anthony Kabatik, Kenneth Chia. Devin James Drury, Melissa Scotty, Mr. Vice Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science, Honors Health Studies. Kyla Christine Arms, Sajida Borat, Brandon Elliott Borowick, Jennifer Buchak, Melanie Menghan Chan, Vishaka Keshav Chetram, Teresa Y. Wen Chen, Heidi Chodorowicz, Tanzina Chowdhury, Stephanie Clay, Fiona Sarah Elder, Kyla Jean Evans, Leslie Lockyan Fan, Amanda Marie Froese, Aaron Miles Gartner, Heather Garvin, Caitlin Marina Godin, Janet Heng, Katerina Joanna Hilliker, Stephanie Nicole Hinton, Sophie Hogabeen, Michelle Marie Hoffler, Bradley Vincent Hunt, Alicia Erica Jaspers Frere, Vibhuti Mahesh Chatava, Ajna Jina, Sarah Alexandra Johnston, Caitlin Koo, Kinshuk Kumar, Sarah Indira Kumar, Cesar Leos Toro, Zaishun Li, Weijia Liu, Kashini Madara Marashinge, Elena Milesevic, Andrea Militaru, Rosemary Veronica Nestor, Sarjina Nityanathan, Andrew William Noakes, Tar Tinyer Oturu, Mark Joseph Paisley, Tavara Paramasti, Sakirtana Prapakaran, Susan Rabiniak, Steve Ramkizun, Stephanie Marie Richardson, Catherine Margaret Sadowski, Amaya Sanchez Asia, Trevor John Semplonius, Catherine Sim, Carmen Brittany Tam, Joanna is also the recipient of the Faculty of Applied Health Sciences Award for Distinguished Academic Achievement. Mohammed Furkan Tariq. Spencer Thompson. Jerry Torn. Kurt Lomas Tulsarium. Matthew Vigliotti. Vanessa Vuccia. Audrey Wong. Jamie Wong. Hao Ki Yo. Derek Ho Ching Yung. Mr. Vice Chancellor, may I present to you the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science, Honors Kinesiology. Tyler Ray Allen. Juan Jose Aristizabal Henao. Muhammad Riza Arizazan. Caleb Frank Zachary Ashley. Ayaz Awadia. Stephanie Louise Bailey. Misty Deanna Marie Bezada. Megan Bester. Colin Bialik. Courtney Danielle Bish. Nicholas Bond. Amar Bukwala. Kristen Marie Boonstra. Eric Bowman. Kaylee Butrieri. Mikal Kane. Chrysia Calabrese. Hillary Nicole Rowe Campbell. Troy Lindsay Campbell. Dylan Robert Woodburn Campion. Winnie Yingwai Chan. James Sanyang Chen. Don Cheng. Kevin Kunwa Cheng. Karen Karyan Chung. Jason Chung. Kristen Amy Ciesla. Caitlin Cox. Blaine Michael Cressman. Brianna Marie Cunningham. Brian Jonathan Cunningham, Laura Dalton, Tracy Jennifer Debbie, Rachel Sonia Elizabeth DeCare, Matthew Raymond Alexander, Nicole Diggle, Jessica Ashley Doig, Mujib Rayman Duranai, Samantha Grace Emke, Evan Eindhoven, Alicia Ann Eck, Justin Christopher Fabella, Dylan Michael Ira Feld, Adam Booth Fitzpatrick, Sonia Diane Gashgarian, Haley Grace Gibson, Emma Ray Glofcheski, Jareen Renata Goko, Paige Samantha Carter Hall, Nicholas Mackenzie Hanna, Amanda Marie Harvey, Melissa Headley, Robert Allen Hicks, Si Tung Sally Ip, Ling Mai Iv, Scott Theodore Jansen, Jacob Elliott Jeffries, Kara Alia Kanai, Juliana Kwan, Natalie Cecile LaChapelle Riki, Ashley Michelle Lane, Matthew Jonathan Lau, Derek Karshing Lee, Eric Lee, Gordon Kwan Ho Lee, Alice St. Sinozia Lee, Xu Hang Lo, Jenny Luang, Julia Jean MacDonald, Daniel McKinnon, James Marles, Philip Matthew Marvin, Emily Mazick, Evan William McDonald, Caitlin Nancy McQuinney, Melissa Malik, Inbay Moon, Madeline Elizabeth Norris, Glynis Marie Pardo, Rajesh Parmer, Benjamin Turner Picard, Ryan Faust Anthony Pinto, Evan Brian Pitcher, Matthew Ray, Puma Rana, Robert Philip Andrew Reed, Brendan William Roach, Erin Alyssa Seaton, Kristen Sheffield, Kyle Matthew Simpson, Heidi Kirsten Stout, Ray Da Vinci Tenebrata, Leanna Michelle Tennant, Nicole Elizabeth Talon, Stephanie Lee Page Tierney, Laura Angie Top, Con Din Tran, Thomas Ryan Trottier, Su Yu Tsang, Daniel Vigiani, Amanda Lee Wasson, Daniel Mark Weber, Amanda Michelle Whaling, Chun Ki Alfred Wong, Grace Wong, Laura Victoria Wood, Simon Yu, Young Soo Yu, Tamara Julia Zacharian, I now invite Dr. Rona Hanning, Associate Dean, Graduate Studies of the Faculty of Applied Health Sciences, to the podium.
Okay, Mr. Vice Chancellor, may I present the candidates for the degree Master of Arts? Heather Barlow, Jessica Renee Bondi, Carrie Lynn Briscoe. Kristen Marie Levy, Kimberly June Lopez. Thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor. Okay, Mr. Vice Chancellor, may I present the candidates for the degree Master of Science. Ranim Al-Halimi, Christina Megrevsky, and Chen Yu Liu. Kimberly Ann Mazzaros, Eric Benjamin Reed, Natalie Sidorkowitz. Carly Jessica Skidmore, Jonathan Samuel Thacker, Anton Trin. Thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Laura Jane Williams. Nala Abdullah. Suzanne Elizabeth Ainley. Carla Paz Arasantz. Joshua Armstrong. Andrew Paul Costa. David Frost. Ronald Edward Hoffman. Susan Kai. Irene Anna Lambraki. Hebatala Mohammed. Caitlin Maureen Mulcahy. And I must also mention that Caitlin is also the recipient for outstanding achievement in graduate studies in a doctoral program. Congratulations. Robin Nunku. Stephen Ribolato. Andrew Donald Robertson. Noor Shuri. Colleen White. Jillian Yang. Okay, thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I now ask you to confer degrees on those who were approved by Senate to receive degrees but who could not be present today.
Further degrees in absentia.
I now invite Vice President, University Research, George Dixon, to the podium.
Thank you, Jeff. The Distinguished Teacher Award was established by the Senate of the University to recognize individuals with a continued record of excellence in teaching at Waterloo. Recipients must be nominated by their students and are selected by a committee consisting of undergraduate students, graduate students, alumni, and faculty. I am pleased to present to the Convocation Dr. Kelly Anthony as the recipient of the Distinguished Teacher Award. Quite obvious that Dr. Anthony has a following. Dr. Kelly Anthony has been a valued member in the School of Public Health and Health Systems since 2005 and has played a unique role as a continuing lecturer enhancing the quality and relevance of undergraduate teaching, particularly in the areas of community development and social justice for marginalized individuals and groups. Her health courses are seen by students as providing a human dimension in exploring systemic problems in public health in Canada. Recently, Dr. Anthony has been appointed the Teaching Fellow in Applied Health Sciences. Her teaching is best described as a character and perspective building experience, underscoring a level of accountability and connectivity to the community. One student asserts that she has been a catalyst to opening my perspectives to the world, and another has developed a unique belief set regarding our moral obligations to the KW community as a result of Dr. Anthony's mentorship. Ultimately, her students not only gain knowledge, but become better equipped with a sense of awareness and motivation to be more informed participants in the community. She intuitively cultivates renewed interest and genuine enthusiasm in her students, lighting up their fire, as one person says, and stirring their dormant enthusiasm. Her interactive teaching style stresses discussion-based classes and experiential learning, deftly eluding the passive transfer of information. Her passionate disposition, superior critical acumen, and moral sensibility confirms her place as a truly distinguished teacher at the University of Waterloo. Mr. Vice Chancellor, in recognition of her outstanding achievements in teaching, I ask you to present the Distinguished Teaching Award to Kelly Anthony. I now invite Angela Walsh, alumna, to the podium.
Mr. Chancellor, members of Convocation, ladies and gentlemen, since 1957, nearly 160,000 individuals have graduated from the University of Waterloo. Today, the class of 2013 joins that great assembly as they cross the stage and make the transition from student to alumnus. Graduates, your time as students may be ending, but I hope that your connection to the university will last a lifetime. I urge you to explore the continued opportunities the university offers you to learn, to grow, and to contribute. In that spirit of connection, Waterloo's alumni are proud to recognize each year those undergraduate and graduate students who have achieved high academic excellence. At Spring Convocation, we honor undergraduate students from each faculty, while students in master's and doctoral programs are recognized at Fall Convocation. To each of these exceptional students, we award the Alumni Gold Medal. This solid gold medal, engraved with the recipient's name and degree, as well as the university's insignia, symbolizes their outstanding effort. This morning, an extraordinary student will join those who have been recognized for their exceptional accomplishments. Mr. Chancellor, as a 1995 graduate of the Faculty of Applied Health Sciences and a member of the Alumni Council, I am pleased to present to you the 2013 recipient of the Alumni Gold Medal for the Faculty of Applied Health Sciences. He is a graduate of John Fraser Secondary School, Mississauga, who graduates today with a Bachelor of Science Kinesiology degree, Amar Bukwala.
What a sexy beast!
I now invite Susan Elliott, Dean, Applied Health Sciences, to the podium.
Good now. I would like to invite Jared Long to come forward and accept the Applied Health Sciences Alumni Achievement Award being awarded to Alison Wollashin posthumously. The Alumni Achievement Award recognizes exceptional alumni who impact the health and well-being of society through significant contributions to their professions, their community, the university, and to their own personal development. Friends of the Faculty of Applied Health Sciences nominate candidates, and this year's recipient is Alison Wollashin. Alison graduated from Waterloo in 2000 with a Bachelor of Arts in Recreation and Leisure Studies. Alison's philosophy that you need to put back in more than you take out is not only a testament to her generous and humble spirit, but exemplifies the way she lived her life. At 32, Alison was told she had incurable brain cancer. Instead of giving up, her diagnosis spurred her into action, and she set a goal of raising $50,000, the cost of 1 year of treatment, as a means of giving back. Allison dedicated her time to advocating for brain cancer research and launched the Woloshyn's Warriors Tour, a series of fundraising events to reach her goal. Through speaking engagements, fundraising events, and a self-published book, Blogs for the Brain, she raised nearly $100,000 for the Alberta Cancer Foundation. Allison began her career at the University of Waterloo in the Student Services Office before moving on to the University of Calgary to become the Director of Integrated Client Services. Her career, dedicated to supporting the student experience at university, included the development and implementation of the One-Stop Service Center program. A passionate volunteer in the Calgary community, Allison volunteered for the Calgary Stampede, the Canadian Cancer Society, and helped launch the University of Waterloo Alumni Chapter in Calgary. Allison lost her battle with cancer in May 2012, but her legacy and leadership live on through a Cancer Research Fellowship, the Allison Woloshin Cancer Research Clinical Fellowship, and through an award created in her name at the University of Waterloo, the Allison Woloshin Leadership Award. Mr. Vice Chancellor, we are pleased to honor Allison Woloshin by presenting this award to her husband, Jared Long. I'd like to invite Adil Bhatti to come forward and receive the Applied Health Sciences Young Alumni Award. The Applied Health Sciences Young Alumni Award recognizes exceptional young alumni who impact the health and well-being of society through significant contributions to their profession, their community, the university, and to their own personal development. Friends of the Faculty of Applied Health Sciences nominate candidates, and this year's recipient is Adil Bhatti. Adil graduated with a BSc in kinesiology from the University of Waterloo and obtained his Doctor of Medicine from the University of Toronto. He is described as a truly gifted physician and an enthusiastic and generous teacher who inspires commitment and dedication. While he was accepted into the Masters of Public Health program at the University of Cambridge, he instead chose to pursue his residency in ophthalmology with the University of Ottawa Eye Institute. He's currently chief resident for the Eye Institute. His work providing eye care is having a tremendous impact in the local Ottawa community. As co-program lead for iScreen, a volunteer-driven program that provides vision screening for kindergarten children in socioeconomically disadvantaged schools, he trains the team of just over 90 medical student volunteers, and to date has provided screening for over 350 children. Next year, he'll be traveling to Iqaluit in Nunavut to provide ocular care to remote communities. Adil aspires to specialize in surgical ophthalmic discipline and would like to continue teaching both medical students and residents, as well as volunteer his time locally and internationally on the nonprofit humanitarian Orbis Flying Eye Hospital. Adil has the drive and leadership style that is contagious to those around him, and it is an inspiration to both our young alumni and current students. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I invite Adil Bhatti to receive this award on behalf of the Applied Health Sciences faculty. I now invite Feridun Hamdulapur, President and Vice Chancellor, to the podium.
What a wonderful morning. I cannot think of more exciting, more emotional day than Convocation days. And as I watched each and every one of you crossing this stage, I could see the energy, I could see the excitement in you. It's a fabulous day. You're here because you did a lot of heavy lifting. A lot of people here help you with that, but there are some very special people who really taught you how to do that heavy lifting. Some of them are sitting here. I think our graduating class owe them a big gratitude for you. Family and friends, distinguished guests, esteemed faculty, and the University of Waterloo graduates. Today, in the presence of your family and friends, our institution marks its most special occasion as we conclude the rite of Convocation. We do so with support of our faculty, again represented beside me, and in shared celebration with those who have come to congratulate you and the many more who join us in spirit. Your achievements today represent a remarkable milestone in your life. You have worked hard for this. You and perhaps some of our fine guests on the risers have invested significant resources for this. Your hopes and future have hinged on this, and now future beckons. Today is equally important to the life of the University of Waterloo because you represent the continued fulfillment of our mission. This institution has made a promise to society, and our founders first made it in 1957, and it's up to us to keep the faith. And we have been keeping this faith. Your institution that you're graduating from is viewed as one of the top universities in the world. For the past 21 years, it has been named the most innovative university in this country, and the faculty you're graduating from is acknowledged and respected all around the globe. So we have been working very hard to keep our promise. We're going to continue keeping this promise, and we're going to continue keeping this promise even more aggressively and harder because we have our graduates. We have our graduates making sure that we are doing something that is going to be very meaningful to the society, to the whole world. I remember I was listening to the words of our student valedictorian, and she said, "Well, we've been coming here for years, and we will not be coming back to the university to study. In our hearts and minds, you will be coming back here every day, and you will be telling us, we graduated from this great university. Make sure that when we come back one day, physically, it will be even a greater university." This is our motivation, and you are making us to keep that promise harder and harder every day. In our early years, we led a revolution in higher education by implementing the world's first and still its largest cooperative education program. And the special entrepreneurial spirit on this campus has helped put Waterloo region on the map as one of the world's greatest innovation hubs. Our unconventional approach to higher learning sets us apart every day in our faculties, in our schools and institutes, and in the lives and careers of our graduates, like you, all over the world. As you move on to the next stage of your lives, be it employment, starting your own company, travel, or further study, know that our work continues on your behalf. Our institution's strategy is rooted in your strengths, experiences, and ambition as students, alumni, and ambassadors for our university. It springs from the research you have conducted, the companies you have founded, your work in our labs and lecture halls, and the experiences you have had here on our campus. Because we know that in the future, we will be In the future, we will be defined by our ability to meet emerging challenges arising from global change. We also know that relevance will be defined in global terms, both for you and for this university. Impact will be measured against higher standards, not just of academic learning, but of contributing to society's well-being. These strategic principles, get to the heart of who we are and why we are here. So, graduates, when today's ceremony concludes and you leave this institution, a full member of our family and a bearer of our promise to society, consider, what emerging challenges will you help the world meet? What is your understanding of the world around you and its deepest needs, material, social, spiritual? What is the scope of your life and career? And most importantly, is that degree in your hands a token of educational achievement only? Or is it also a symbol of your pledge to contribute to the good of society? Most of you will step into a brand new stage of your lives when you exit this hall. It reminds me of one of Shakespeare's many well-known quotes. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in this time plays many parts. With your education from the University of Waterloo, you have the knowledge and skills to play the part of your dreams. We have every confidence in you, graduates, in your skills, in your knowledge, in your dedication, in your imagination, and in your potential to change the world. It is yours to enjoy and for which you are more responsible now than you were only moments ago. You have made the grades, graduates. Now go make your mark. Congratulations again. Again, thank you very much for joining us on this very important day. Congratulations again, graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, the convocation is adjourned.